We did 2 that side this morning and 1 that side. These are the omotas, so in front. There's 1 more omota, which is left leg to the left. Switch hand and cut. That look all right? We have exactly the right number of people. So it's nice. Very important thing about this. Get full benefit from it. One of the things is the switches. Now, switch, focus and strike. Switch, focus and strike. What we tend to get a little bit is, so you didn't focus the handing before you deliver the cut. So you make this move. Now, sword comes to the top of my head. While I'm doing that, now I'm in line and focused, and I make the next cut. It's not meant to turn into a flurry where we go kind of like that. You must have a clean 1, 2, 3. Except 2 doesn't really exist. I mean, that's paradoxical the way I'm putting it, but you must travel through. You must get to your launching platform before you deliver, which is the top of your head. Right. The cuts, these hara cuts, it's the hip movement. We don't want to sort of snick like a little waggle of the wrist. You know, you're putting power, hip power into the blade. So, just stay there and hit. That sense, it's not just sort of ball, because turn it into taijutsu, which is the whole point. It's a new technique. And it's marrying up the senses of taijutsu and bokken. So if you're just doing floating taijutsu, nothing will work. Grip it, don't let me do it. Yeah. So you've got the real feeling of the cut. So only on the left. You don't have to do the whole kiting. So hara cut. Now the switch. It doesn't go to the top of your head, but it's still switch handed. Soto kaite, for example. But we don't need to go more than get that position, just a few times. But do it all as if cutting with your hips. So not swinging your arm. You got us right. Mass, because that's the pattern we did. Right, so we've done 4 in front, a mosuwaza. Now we're going to the rear. This is kote gaeshi. Just hold it up in that hand. Just dangle it away. Kote gaeshi. That's the footwork. So we're doing this ten style. You start on the right foot, so you have to swap hand first. If you really find it difficult, start on the left foot, and then 1, 2. But you shouldn't find it difficult. Start on the right foot. So urawaza, you're cutting behind first. Onegations. Nice. Footwork, look. Left leg. This is basic kote gaeshi. There is a form where you can move in on the right leg, but maybe not today. Now, this technique is the one that I think the principles Kendo RIAI come most clear. Okay. I'll keep getting to the point, but say it's doing nage. I'm going to do kote gaeshi. Now, I'm holding the sword only for illustration, but I'm cutting the man behind me. I'm not thinking at all about the man in front of me. Now, when I have a kin, I treat it the same way. And look at the balance break. Even if I'm using a 10, the hips are still drawing this arc here. As he comes to me, it's that turn. Takes his balance, captures him, the turn, the feeling of the cut to the rear. But it really is that feeling. So, begin with the bokken. In one hand, that's the right hand. Nage. Cut the man behind and just see what happens. Give it a try. Then, put the bokken down. So this now represents the bokken. Then, third way. Same feeling to the rear, even though there's nothing carving the air. And then that step there. Only we need to do that. And we don't want to be rolling around while this weapon's lying about. Okay? So, but it's really, really clear. Ken into taijutsu. Any of those moves. Break away. Then now, cut to the rear. devil's advocate. What people see often is this, and they try and drag him. Doesn't work. Cut to the rear. Because he's weaker, as soon as you bring him forward a little, that's part of the mechanics. There he's very strong, but makes the difference. Clear? Yes. I know I showed a Saturday line, but I didn't show it like that. That's not right. The ones holding his hand, the ones we were supposed to do was Munaba. Lower powers. Saturday night, take the bopping out of it. Cut! There's several ways of doing it. In the most basic form, you turn here and then cut to the rear. I showed it, but I didn't mean you to do it. I meant you to do Munaba, which is the power. Nice. Swipe onto the edge of the footwork. Shiho, nage, ura. Looking at the feet. One up. And this one goes all the way back. So I'm facing Janice. And out. There are three patterns of footwork here. The first one, I think, is the simplest to understand, is kote gaeshi. If you like, it's half a turn. And shiho nage, which is all the way around. And the third one, which we probably won't get to today, nage, when you only switch and then three. So, one we're about to do, two, and the one we may not get to. Okay. Shiho nage. Nice. Trouble is, it almost works off the preceding footwork. This is there. 180 degrees in that direction before coming there. So, you don't want to come like that. And then you can get away with that, but it's not right. Yeah? So, 180 degrees. And we switches. So I'm facing there. I cut the uki to my rear. And then the one who was at my front. Still haven't quite cracked it. Right hand, Your left foot goes up. Now you turn 180 degrees. That foot is obviously there. It's not out here. So if I did it starting with the left foot, maybe it's easier to see. That's what makes it shiho nage. Because you don't start ken, the ken is on the right side, so we come one. Now I stay in this plane, so I'm switching handy like that. So move is there. So the cut to the rear is achieved with see? Left-handed. Sometimes you try and go a bit fast and you go a bit wonky. Moral of that, I won't say. Yes. Shiho nage ura. Exactly what we were just doing. So, to just the left-hand side. I turn my hips with the feeling of cutting to my rear. Believe in that cut. Don't just step around. Twist your hips. See what's happened to him. Piece of cake. Twist your hips. Okay. Nice.